that one in there before it started.
Look at you.
Are we going?
Oh yeah, we're
I think we're live like 1995.
Feeling live in 1995?
Yeah.
93. Been doing me since 93.
Oh, perfect.
There it is. All right.
Been posed since 94. Nah.
Uh-oh.
We rich. And welcome to another episode of Chatted Up Sports, man. I'm joined by 3/5 company. It's not quite a full house, but I think we got a nice dynamic. I think we have a blend of our operation that is good.
We hoop. We like big three.
Yeah.
We're winning an Olympic gold medal right now.
I think.
Oh, for a fact.
Yeah.
For a fact.
No.
I mean, you posted up down low for sure.
Yeah, I'm down low.
Down low, and you're gonna anchor us like this show. You're gonna anchor, and then I'm gonna be shooting threes.
I mean, you got a green light tonight,
bro. I'm gonna be in the corner shooting threes like Steph, and like turning around and like shit's gonna miss. But
3-and-D right here,
and then he assists, brother.
Oh yeah,
yeah, bro. I got you.
Bro, you better have 15.
Oh, dude, I'll have 20.
Ooh,
20? I ain't shooting. No, brother. No.
I feel like this is when the stars are out. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron and AD were ruled out tonight.
So the kids are playing.
So they're giving Austin Reeves the green light to just.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't realize that Chatted Up is like run by Chase Green and like Greg, as far as like the structure of stuff, welcome to a very fun show.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of.
We're gonna have some fun here, man, because we're in charge.
This is the group text. I think we're good, Cam. Are y'all good?
Yeah,
good.
Thanks, Cam.
Hey, can I get 3 claps for Cam one time, man? Y'all ready?
Cam.
Shout out to Cam. And
she UTC student?
I don't know, but I think she got Chattanooga ties.
Yeah, because she's done a great job for hanging out with us since we've been at Mike's, and so. But hey, great transition, right? Where are we at, boys?
A great transition. We are currently at the prestigious establishment, the one and only Mike's Hole in the Wall.
Great place. I've been here since I moved to Chattanooga 5 years ago. It's still a staple to me, and Chattanooga, it really is its favorite place for. Sippers. Why does Greg say sippers? I almost said strippers. Chattanooga's favorite place for sippers, beer lovers, game day fans, families, professionals, and people that love great food since 2008 Obama years. They've got you hooked up for every single game day. Yes, we've got some big college football playoff game days and NFL games with major playoff implications. But now we got the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. And so we know exactly where you should be for the Super Bowl. Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles. We are going to talk about it. Mike's on the Wall is the place to be. So why bother trying to set up multiple TVs up in your own house when you can head on down to Mike's, located in downtown Chattanooga's North Shore at 535 Cherokee Boulevard, and have every single game right at your fingertips. Plus, all caps. Greg did all caps on the plus, so he can really emphasize that. The best wings in town. They really are fire wings. Best wings in town and other delectable food items with the friendliest staff in town. Shout out to Cam. And don't forget, you don't have to feel bad about leaving your dog. No, your dog can come as well. They have the largest patio for dogs in the city of Chattanooga. So check out Mike's Hole in the Wall today. Do it now. Thank me later. Quote unquote Greg. That's definitely a Greg. Do it now. Thank me later.
That is the best promo read we've had on this show. I'm just gonna say.
Well, I was like, 2008. I was like, man, I see it changing.
Strippers and Obama in the same promo read for Mike's Hole in the Wall.
I can't say that all three of those things maybe have never happened. I don't know. I know 2 of them probably have happened, and that's Mike's Hole in the Wall and Obama. So.
If we had strippers and Mike's Hole in the Wall and wings, would we just be Magic City North?
I mean, it would be Magic City North.
Magic City North.
Magic City North is like crazy. I mean, that is diabolical. I might have to trademark that.
Yo, it turned to Sky Zoo so quick, man. We can't do it, man. We can't do it. This is a family establishment.
Ladies free till 11.
Oh, man.
Sweet Lord.
Oh, man. I'll tell y'all, though, feeling good about where we're at. And I know that not a lot of people are aware of an event that's happening currently right now. It's a skills challenge and the Pro Bowl. Guys, I had a memory on my phone. I've actually gone to a Pro Bowl. Have you guys gone to a Pro Bowl before?
Never in my life.
You got the like Little League?
No, it's the NFL.
Oh.
You thinking all star?
I'm like going back. I
This
was
ain't-
like, did I make a Pro
This
Bowl?
ain't Dizzy Dean.
Yeah, I'm thinking like little league football. But
It's basically like the All-Star game for the NFL.
yes,
I went with my dad 7 years ago, and it was a great time. And overall, I loved it. But how do
Wait.
y'all feel about the Pro
wait,
Bowl?
where was it at?
It was in Orlando.
It was in
So I
Orlando.
flew down to Orlando, saw my pops, and went to the Pro Bowl. We had some barbecue. It's actually like a core memory for me. We had some barbecue from a food truck,
Fire.
and yeah, it was rainy, but it was
Mhm,
a good time. And I love the Pro Bowl, but like, to be honest, I don't know if I'd ever go back to a Pro Bowl.
But what year was this?
This was 2017.
Rules are different now, right?
Well, it's
Way
the,
different.
that was when it was an actual football game.
Okay.
Yeah,
dang.
it was an
Just the-
actual game.
Now it's like almost like an Olympic
It's
game.
like skills
skills
competition.
challenge.
It's like
Yeah.
two-hand touch. Like back then, it was like a football game. It kind of meant something, but now it doesn't mean anything to me.
I mean, I remember back when like the Pro Bowl was happening, and I was a kid watching it, and they were. I mean, yeah, I was Ocho Cinco like when I was growing up, and I would watch them. And I guess I went to Hawaii quite a bit back in the day. I felt like it was fun back then growing up, but now I don't know. Maybe because I'm older and I realized that it's not competitive, but no one cares about it, you know, because it's before the Super Bowl.
How do you fix the Pro Bowl? If you're watching and tuning in, when it comes to the Pro Bowl, how could you provide value? Like you know, for Major League Baseball, whoever wins the
Uh-huh.
All-Star game, they get home field.
Yeah.
You know, the NBA is also having problems with this All-Star game because the score is like 205 to 217.
Oh, it's crazy, man.
It's nuts.
I mean, have you guys seen? Y'all have seen the TikTok videos and the YouTube videos of like this LA Fitness, like the Lifetime Fitness gym, like pickup games.
Yeah.
that Braun does with all. That's more competitive than the NBA All Star game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like at that point,
And they don't get paid. They don't get paid to do that. They get paid.
do the winners of the NBA All Star game?
They get
do
paid.
They get paid.
They get a little check.
No, they get paid. It's like I think they're trying to make it more competitive and interesting. So
I mean, that to me feels like the easiest instant. Like, how do you create value for this? It's like, give them money if they win. Don't give. But at the same time, most of these guys are making so much money. It's like, are they really going to get up for? It's like, hey, you can win a mill if you win the NBA.
So this is what it is. Each player on the All-Star champion team gets $125,000 each, and the runner-up will only get $50,000. A total of $1.8 million is the purse, I guess, that they're going to be able to pull from.
It feels like if somebody offered me $5 to play a pickup game.
Yeah. You know what I think should happen? Y'all know the fine money that happens, like the fines in the NFL?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Where does that money go?
It's back to the league.
I think they should add all of the fine money up from everybody and make that the purse that you pull. You see what I'm saying?
Well, wouldn't you?
Ooh, you're close.
Like
No,
incentivize
hold on.
it.
I
Okay.
feel like you're
Hold on.
incentivizing fines, though. Like,
Hold on.
Cook up.
Yo, I think we got it.
Okay.
The way you do it, it's like in a Monopoly get out of jail free card. Yo, you get one fine that you get wiped. Like you get, you can wear any pair of shoes you want. You want to punch Draymond Green? No fines, baby. You're getting suspended, but no fines. Like get out of jail. Like you're playing for that I'm not. I get out of jail free card. I think instead of money where these guys already have it, that's a piece of power that you could give up and get competitive for.
But like, what is
No,
saying?
I mean,
enough?
I'm down if somebody's getting a free punch, like then you've got my attention.
Throwing it to hockey.
But yeah, I mean, or you get to just beam somebody with a ball.
No,
like it's
but
dodgeball.
that the league ain't made of Ron Artest no more. I mean, they are very, very much not that case. So I feel like that could be I feel like that's what you got to do. You got to incentivize something of the rules that can be allowed or suspended from. It's like, dang, you hear about that news about Bronny James? He's not Bronny, but LeBron James. I don't know, getting attacked, but they waived it. They didn't get fined for it because he used his all-star card, his champion card. I don't know. That sounds cool.
What? How would you feel if? So obviously, with the Pro Bowl specifically, the Super Bowl players, they get honors, but they don't actually compete for obvious reasons. They got one real game left.
Yeah.
Do you think you talked about the MLB and their All-Star break and how it plays into home court advantage or home field advantage? It's like, what if they move the All-Star break and the Pro Bowl to like the middle of the season in the NFL? Like, would that work? Because the season's so few. Like, that doesn't. Does that feel like it would work?
But who would show up?
Yeah, especially because it's like, do you want to get? Well, I mean, it's still the Pro Bowl games. Like you don't go back to playing the full football game because people don't want to get hurt. People would rather just like at that point you're still doing the games and the skills challenge. You're not going back to playing an actual football game. But would you give winner like, hey, winner of this wins the coin toss in the Super Bowl?
I just don't know how you would. I'll put it to you like this: Sam Darnold was the MVP through the first 7 weeks of football. Should he be rewarded for that? Like at the midway point of the season, like there's still so much football. You really don't know who is like an all-star or not. And then also like
that's a good point.
Dog, what if Lamar is out there and Lamar messes around and bro, I love Lamar. Y'all gotta stop it.
Y'all see that like Lamar and Samuel Jackson like merging photo?
No.
What?
Y'all didn't see that? Oh,
No.
there's some like thing running around of like all the NFL players who are like merged with celebrity faces, and like his doppelganger was Sam Jackson.
Oh, no.
I think that you have to you got to prolong it for a little bit. That's just me though, because like if Lamar like breaks an ankle in the Pro Bowl and it's like in between, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that idea kind of sucks.
Like I think honestly the Pro Bowl should go away. Like I do not want to see. Look at this. Like
They're playing dodgeball.
Yeah, like come on, man.
They're playing dodgeball.
That's disrespectful to the game.
So what? I mean, you got to reward these guys for being the best, and like that's like the way that you can say. You can say that, hey, I have 20 All-Stars, or 20 Pro Bowls. That means I was one of the best players in the league consistently. It's how they decide these all-decade teams. But to be fair, I mean, I guess really outside of the Reese's Senior Bowl, I mean, college football doesn't have it.
No.
And they kind of just list it, hey, you're a unanimous first team All-American, and that's enough.
I wouldn't be opposed to it being just an honors, and then also like give them financial incentive. Like, hey, you made the Pro Bowl, like you get the honors of making a Pro Bowl, and then hey, here's $250,000, like because you were a Pro Bowl player. But we're not actually going to do the games, and because I'd be curious to know how many of these guys. Like, I bet some of them enjoy it. Some of them are like, yeah, it's fun, like they're not looking forward to it because obviously if they're in it, then that means they're not in it.
The guys who have the most fun, it's like their first year.
Yeah, probably.
It's like, hey, this is my childhood dream, and I'm going to go do that. And then you get there, you've done it, and then you kind of realize, like, it's just something to do and a reason to travel to another city.
Y'all want to hear these stats?
Let's hear the stats.
2,300 yards, 15 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. This quarterback is a Pro Bowler this year.
Say it again. Say it again.
2,300 yards, 15 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. He is a Pro Bowler that we are watching on TV right now.
He's a
Sam Darnold, right?
This quarterback is Drake May.
That's a participation award.
Drake May is a Pro Bowler.
Drake May is a Pro Bowler?
Yeah. He was an alternate. Drake May is out here right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
That leads us.
It's disrespectful.
What did that lead us?
That leads us perfectly into this list of Pro Bowl snubs, man. Because on this list, okay, we've got 10 players. Real quick, we're going to discuss them. One player was left off, Danielle Hunter from the Houstons, because he replaced Max Crosby because Max Crosby backed out of the Pro Bowl. But Drake May made it over Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is number 6 on this list or number 5 on this list of Pro Bowl snubs. How do you guys feel about that? Feels like Baker had a really good year.
Wait, Baker's on TV right now. I'm watching him on the thing.
Did he get? Oh,
it looks like he's there. I think he's like a fill-in,
is he
right?
like
Pat Mahomes can't go, so Baker Mayfield.
So he doesn't get like. Actually, does he get Pro Bowl honors? For
yeah, he does.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, add it to the scorecard, man. If I'm showing up,
take it,
dude. I don't care if I get an A on the. I want an A on the project, whether I participated or not.
Drake May got added because Josh Allen. He replaced Josh Allen. So
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Was it Josh Allen that he replaced?
Yeah.
Oh, Drake May replaced Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield replaced Jaden Daniels.
My boy. You
From
rest
this year's
them
Pro
legs,
Bowl.
Jaden Daniels. You don't worry about going to the Pro Bowl. You take a break, brother. We got a whole future.
A whole off season,
We have
baby.
a whole future, man. You take a break from that Pro Bowl. So who are some of the snubs that you found outside of Baker Mayfield? Because he did get in eventually.
Because so Kirby Joseph got snubbed from the Detroit Lions.
I don't like that guy.
Okay, I understand if
I
you don't
don't
like
like that
him,
guy.
but this is all about play.
Yeah, when it comes to play, he was easily a top 5 defensive back, if not top 3. So he should be a Pro Bowler. Not many people play the position of a defensive back better than Kirby Joseph this year. That's just me, though. That's just me.
Aside from him, Nick Allen, the defensive lineman for the Broncos, he got left out.
To be real,
But who got in though? I got to know who got in, right?
Oh.
Like so who the DLs that got in?
Oh, here's one. Here's one, Malcolm. Caden Ellis
Caden Ellis.
got snubbed.
All right, man. I'm not saying they were empty stats,
Mhm.
but they kind of were.
Were they?
Because, I mean, he's the only player in the NFL with 140 tackles and 5 interceptions, I want to say. No, excuse me, 5 sacks. He had a phenomenal year, but
So here's one that kind of throws me off.
Mhm.
Saquon Barkley replaced by Bijan Robinson?
yeah, because you're in the Super Bowl. You
Yeah.
cannot.
No, I get that, but Bijan Robinson, did he have that kind of year?
Yes, bruh.
Atlanta just they shit the bed, man.
Kirk Cousins shit the bed. I don't want to hear anything about it. I don't want to hear.
Come on,
anything.
Cam.
Okay, what about Bijan Robinson over Kyron Williams?
I'm
the year
cool
Kyron
with
Williams
it.
had.
I'm cool with it. Like, to me, watching Bijan Robinson,
Mhm.
I think he did a hell of a job. I think he should have been a Pro Bowler to start out with. I mean, what is it? Is it him? I'm
Yep.
assuming James Cook.
James Cook replaced Derrick Henry.
Yes,
So
there's
he
a lot
was
of
he was an
replacements.
initial snub.
It's a lot of replacements. So here's another replacement. Malik Neighbors replaced Amon Ross St. Brown, which honestly Malik Neighbors cooked this year.
Even with the questionable quarterback play.
I think he had a great year. So I'm fine with that. Mike Evans replaced CD Lamb.
Man, listen, Mike Evans, they ran him out like a Make-A-Wish kid to get that 1,000 yards.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, call it what it is. That was so forced. But I get you got to respect legends. I will say back to y'all's previous point, Malik Neighbors almost should have been a Pro Bowler without the sub. Like Malik Neighbors was like that this year, but he ain't no CeeDee Lamb by any means. I don't want to get it twisted, but yeah. Just saying, why are you laughing?
This
man?
fool said maybe they rolled him out
I'm just saying.
like a Make-A-Wish.
I'm
My
sorry.
boy Mike. Like
He said, "Hey, but hey, you go roll. You go run those extra 10."
Go get your 8 yards.
Hey, sweet.
my boy Mike dirty, bro.
I'm oh man. Oh god.
Ended up in a favor, man.
Imagine if you would have gone to the Super Bowl and said, "I'm going to Disney World." The ultimate Make-A-Wish kid, Mike Evans. Thank you. Malcolm Harris.
Man, y'all gonna get me canceled, man.
You guys. Okay. Anyways, back to sports.
Okay, occasionally, maybe.
I mean, Jackson Smith and Jegba replaced Terry McLaurin. I like that. That's a solid.
Yeah.
I mean, God, man, he is such a talent, man. Hey, he was so good at Ohio State.
Oh, JSN
dude.
is amazing.
How are you born
Who would you want
to run
over
that fast?
Who would you want over the next 5 years? Because you've watched Ohio State. We all have. And Jay asked you this question. Would you rather have JSN or Terry for the next 5 years?
Terry.
McLaurin.
Oh,
Next 5?
The next 5.
Terry looked really good with Jaden this year.
Well, they finally linked up. It didn't. It took until like week 12 or 13 to get them to link up like that.
But that's a good sign going into next season. So,
How old is Jackson Smith and Jigba?
Like 22.
he's
And Terry McLaurin's like what, 27?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's like Joseph's age.
I think I'd take JSN just because he's younger.
He's just younger.
and I don't know if his full potential has ever been realized in Seattle. I still have shades of that Utah game where he went like over 300 or something.
Yeah, it was like 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
He was so good at Ohio State.
he was insane.
Like
Dude.
people talk about
He
their
was
Mount
insane.
Rushmores of wide receivers at Ohio State.
Yeah,
He might not be on anybody's,
Mhm.
but he's the first guy out. He's the first guy out.
let's see if I'm putting together. God, that's a hard Mount Rushmore of Ohio State
Oh my
receivers.
God.
You could make a Mount Rushmore of Ohio State receivers in just the last like 6 years.
Yeah.
But Eddie George is Eddie George.
Eddie George was a running back.
was a running back. That's what it was.
I mean, you got Ted Ginn.
Chris Carter.
You got Chris Carter. That's 2 spots.
Man, Chris Carter. Yeah, do people forget about him? See, but like, if,
Oh gosh, Joey Galloway.
You got
played at Ohio
that's a
State.
spot.
man, let's see. Hold on. Best.
I don't know if he's a Mount Rushmore spot, like, because I mean, there's some people that probably put their Mount Rushmores like Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, and these guys that just came out. I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. might make that
He actually is going to
at some point.
But what about Mike Thomas?
Got Terry Glenn.
Oh, I forgot about Mike Thomas. God dang, dude.
All right, top 10 greatest.
Can we go ahead and
hold
put
on.
Jeremiah Smith on there?
Top 10 greatest.
he's going to knock somebody out.
Well, he's already got a
All right,
championship.
lay this list on me.
Hold on, I got you. So top 10 Ohio State wide receivers of all times. This is by Betway Insider. You're welcome for the plug. Anyways, so number 10, Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
Number 9, Terry Glenn. Number 8, Michael Jenkins.
Michael Jenkins. Wow. What a
7, Joey Galloway. Joey Galloway was fire. I remember him at Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
San Antonio Holmes.
pull. Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, dude, that wasn't even, I didn't even think about.
Chris Olave.
Yep.
Michael
Yep.
Thomas.
Michael Thomas, yep.
Slant boy.
Had
Mike
one
Thomas was-
amazing fantasy year. Never heard from him again.
Yep.
Chris Carter.
Yep.
David Boston. See, we're going to some
They're
names
getting
here.
deep there with.
And they're giving Marvin Harrison Jr. the number 1 spot.
I mean, I get it.
Wow.
I get it. It makes sense. I
Hold
think Jeremiah Smith's going to work his way onto that list.
We didn't even talk about the guy who's caught the most balls. Pause.
Pause.
In Ohio State history. Emeka Njigba.
Emeka Ibuka?
Abuka. Yeah.
Emeka
Like, I combined them. I combined them.
Both of them
Dude, that'd
together,
be a
they
hell
caught
of
a lot of balls.
That would be a hell of a receiver if you
Oh,
put
yeah.
them
If
two
you put
together.
them together.
Dude,
Yeah.
Emeka Ibuka.
Abuka, he caught the most passes.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. dude.
200 and
Yeah.
200 and something. Though.
You're on it. You're on it.
That's where you can say the best thing that happened to Ohio State this year is losing to Michigan. Losing to Michigan was the best thing that happened to Ohio State because you had like Travion Henderson just stepped up so much for that team.
Yeah.
And then you got guys, like you said, Emeka Ibuka stepping up. You have Will Howard who said, hey, I'm not a Wildcat anymore. I'm a Buckeye. I'm going to show up. I'm going to win this
Saving
thing.
me a lot of money.
I'm a Buckeye.
I'm a Buckeye, baby. And I said, I mean, it's just, I think that was the best thing that could have happened in this situation. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't hurt when your number 3 is Carnell Tate. Like, that's not, that's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, who's your number 3 receiver? Carnell Tate. Oh, damn. What are you going to do with that? Oh, well,
I don't know.
Carnell Tate is so talented. And he's your number 3.
The number 3.
How did we get on this topic?
I don't know.
This is like our group chat into real life.
pretty much.
Help me out.
See, this is why I like
we were
when our
talking
show
about-
doesn't have too much structure. Like we're just like, hey, we got to talk about. Let's just cook. Let's just do.
Picking JSN versus
Okay.
Terry McLaurin.
Okay, because we were talking about
what
Pro
we were-
Bowlers.
Yeah, because we were. Yeah,
What other snubs were there?
All right, so
Honestly.
I'm pulling up.
go for it.
I've been doing the. So here's the AFC Pro Bowl games.
Okay.
I'm pulling up the replacements. Like who they're. So like Josh Allen has been replaced by Russell Wilson.
Yeah, that's a disrespect to the game, man. Russ
Really?
was trash, bro.
Was he?
Mm.
Like he had a good 6-game run, but like it's over with. It just wasn't good.
Okay.
All right. Who else?
So the other one that kind of sticks out a little bit, Derrick Henry, which is really your top back in the league, besides Saquon, replaced by James Cook.
I'm cool with that.
of the
James had a
Buffalo
great
Bills.
year.
He had
dude. Yeah.
almost
Like,
20
he-
touchdowns.
He had a bag year.
Yeah.
for sure.
He shares it with Joe Mixon and Jonathan Daniels, which I mean, not Jonathan Daniels. Jonathan Taylor.
I was like,
Jonathan
who?
Daniels. Sounds like
I'm
that.
like, you know,
Well, I was thinking about Jaden
Jaden
Daniels.
Daniels.
Just would love him. He's wonderful to Washington.
Okay.
Zay Flowers was replaced by Brian Thomas Jr. of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
I'm fine.
I'm cool
That
with
young brother is going to make a lot of money for his family.
Where did he go? Where did he go to college?
LSU.
Who threw to him?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden.
Ow!
Hey, you know,
I mean, dude, you had Joe, Jamar, and Justin, and then you had Jaden, Brian, and
did you win
Malik.
did you win our pick'em? Did you win our college football pick'em?
I don't.
We need to
I don't
tally
know.
this up. We need to look.
Did we ever find that out?
I don't know if we ever final.
Because I was saying that because you said one time if LSU loses, I'm never picking them again. Because you're like 0-4
yeah.
picking LSU.
Yeah. I picked. I remember this. I picked LSU to beat Florida.
Yeah.
I picked LSU to beat A&M. I think I picked them to beat. I picked them to beat USC, and then I can't remember if I picked them to beat Ole Miss, and they lost all 4 of those games. And I was like, I'm done with Brian Kelly. So,
Done with him.
yeah, next year sounds like a lot of Tiger fans might be if next year doesn't go well either.
No, he needs to win.
I mean,
something.
you got Garrett Nussmeier coming back. You've got a couple transfers coming in. Like, it's a make or break year because they won't put up with you hanging out like that, like you did at Notre Dame. No, LSU won't put up with that, dude.
They want to win.
They understand their talent. They understand who they are. Like, yeah, 3 different head coaches win national titles, and Saban, Les Miles, and Edo.
Edo got one. He got one.
I mean, like, if Edo can get one,
And it was the most prolific offense I've ever seen in my
the
lifetime.
best offense in college football ever.
I don't know how that happened.
Who cares?
Like he put that shit together.
That was the most like a blip in time moment to be an LSU Tigers fan because Edo had the ultimate Louisiana vibe, but he had no ability to I think he just let the team run itself.
Yeah.
I think he went and say, "Hey Joe, just call it what you want to, man. That you guys play Madden, like y'all got this."
He was like, literally throw that bitch.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't understand a damn word of the pregame.
No,
speech.
I
didn't understand. No.
I think Joe just loves him because he gave him a shot when nobody else would.
Yeah, he did.
And he was like, "Listen, you want to play quarterback for a great fan base and being great? This is it. Here you go. I got you."
That year also landed Joe Brady a few different jobs.
Oh, Joe Brady might be a head coach at the end of this. There's no might. I mean, I think he's going to leave next year and be a head coach. Receivers. We talked about quarterbacks. We talked about running backs. Who are the receivers in the Pro Bowl? Do we know? Do we have a list?
Well, I closed down the list.
Oh, no, not our list.
Well, it depends on I got AFC. I don't have the whole thing. So the AFC right now, what we have for receivers, we have Jamar Chase, Jerry Jeudy.
What?
Put some respect on Jerry Judy's name. Jerry Jeudy is like that. I do not care what Steve Smith is talking about.
Jerry Jeudy, he had where was he at before this?
He was in Denver.
He was in Denver.
Pre-Sean Payton.
Man, he don't like the. Yeah, at least Ohio's got a little southern, right? It's a little more southern.
Steve Smith called him just a guy, a jag.
He's a jag, man.
Dude, don't get me started on Steve Smith nor Skip Bayless. Those two, I don't know. Nico Collins is also a wide receiver that we have, and we talk about Zay Flowers and Brian Thomas. Now, for the NFC.
You got the NFC list, Jay.
Yeah, I got it right here, man.
Yeah, it looks like it's.
Got the NFC list right here. So the wide receivers for the NFC list.
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
Justin Jefferson.
That makes sense.
And then we had a bunch, and we already talked about it. Yeah, so we already talked about all the guys who replaced these other fellas.
Okay. All right. Tight ends. Where are we at?
George Kittle.
Okay.
And Trey McBride.
No Kyle Pitts.
Didn't Trey McBride go 10 games without catching a touchdown or something?
15 games. Ask me how I know.
I know how you know.
But
who's the real tight end that the people, maybe the viewers, would care about in this county?
He is to me the best tight end of all time. I'll just leave that there.
Of all time.
He's playing in the Super Bowl.
Travis. Okay.
Yeah, I love Travis.
Okay, I was talking about Brock Bowers, but
I was picking up on that.
Man, see, now, let me ask all this though.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl.
Listen,
Are they still dating? Like they've been dating for? Are they still together?
I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen.
It feels like they've been together forever, but it's really only been like a year.
If they win this game,
because I mean, all this really only started, like last year, right?
This started last year because he was with the sister.
What? He was with someone who didn't. Yeah. Anyways,
sorry.
So what were you saying, Malcolm? What's going to happen?
I think there could be a proposal imminent from Travis.
If they win?
Travis is getting older.
Uh-huh.
If he, in fact, if he's smart, which I think he is very smart, he's going to be like, if we win this, I'm going to get on one knee and I'm going to retire. I'm going to be a full-time podcaster and a full-time trophy husband to Taylor Swift, who is on fast track to be, if not already, the world's largest pop star. Propose after your three-peat, ride into the sunset, live happily ever after.
You know what's cool? If they did, if that actually did happen, whether Taylor took Travis's last name or Travis took Taylor's last name, they would both be TK and TS. They would both have the same acronyms.
What if they just both like
that would be a wonderful look on like pillows on a bed. Like a home good. Like if I'm going to Home Goods and you want to sell me on something, like give me some symmetry in the pillows for my bed. And I think that you could do a lot with their acronyms of their name.
Would it be far fetched to think they'd be a couple that would like exchange and hyphenate?
No, I was literally going to say it's going to be Taylor Swift Kelsey.
Yeah.
See, I was going to say I thought it would be just Travis Swift.
I was going to say Travis Swift Kelsey and Taylor Swift Kelsey.
Yeah, I mean that's what. But what I'm saying is it's they're both got T's, so they can go either way. I don't know. It seems like a. Is that not fair?
I think Trav would be the type of guy to adopt a name.
Adopt a name?
Would y'all do that? Would y'all like take your wife's name?
No.
No, I don't think I could either.
No,
I thought about it right now.
But put it this way, I'm not like forcing my wife to take my name. No.
Yeah.
My wife wants to get her name changed. So beforehand, she was like, that was like her news personality, right?
Yeah.
Bliss Segment. But now, because our daughter's name is Tolly, she doesn't want to have a different last name than our daughter.
That makes sense.
So she wants to be Bliss Segment Tolly. And that's fine. Like but even if she didn't want to do that, I wouldn't care. My mom was a Bosworth her whole life and still is. She's not a Tolly. So
I respect it.
Yeah, I
there
respect
you go. Okay, well, I'm just trying to give some life examples to.
I mean, shout out to you.
I mean, dog, we were talking about hypotheticals. Let me give you something set in reality.
I mean, facts.
Something real.
All right, so
let us know if in the chat if you would. How do you feel about hyphenated names? I know that's a very different thing. My mom is she kept her maiden name to keep the legacy of my grandmother. Come on, man, be serious.
This man said, "Hey, yo, like we need some interaction. Let's talk about some hyphenated names. Get in the chat. tell me your opinion on hyphenated names in the chat. Not your sports takes, just hyphenated names.
No,
we need to drum up some business. All right, so what else is on our agenda?
Oh, that was really the extent of the agenda was the Pro Bowl games. And then, I thought maybe we'd do like an NCAA basketball check-in. How you feeling about the Vols at this point? How you feeling about Baylor at this point?
I like that because honestly, I don't want to talk about the Super Bowl or too much without Chase and Greg here.
Yeah. We'll do the full Super Bowl preview.
Yeah, we got a full preview there. This is a good little buffer show. I mean, it is basketball season. I was watching the Tennessee-Kentucky game just this past week, and I really I was like, man, we're in the thick of SEC play right now.
Yeah.
Getting ready for March Madness. I mean, it's only a month away. I mean, so basketball is here, and I'm enjoying it. I've been enjoying Tuesday night basketballs, having that on. This boy laughing.
Why are you laughing?
Why?
I've been enjoying Tuesday night basketballs with an S. It just made me laugh.
Multiple games, back to back. ESPN and ESPN2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No Deportes though, man. That's,
no 8.
That's football.
No Ocho.
What is the Ocho? That's like a
ESPN
squirrel.
8,
that's
Ocho.
A squirrel riding on the skis.
That's
that kind of stuff.
Dodgeball, dog.
Yeah, you know the bars. You know the bars when you go to the bars that have those funny videos or like those wild videos that they play in the
Like
background.
the Pet Channel or whatever.
Yeah, like,
It's
instead
like
of
comedy, but like not.
yeah, it's like, or it's like just like, oh, there's a guy like with a GoPro going down a mountain in a mountain bike. You know, it's just like the wild, intense stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what a dopamine rush drinking a beer. Like, like, isn't that crazy if you think about it that way? I don't know. That's just how I think about it.
I
It's no, and there's no sports, nothing to calm you down, nothing to make you rush. But you're like, I'm drinking this beer and I'm going down this mountain right now.
I'm looking at it like a giraffe, like getting mauled or something.
What is that called? It's not. What is that? Is that
Like Extreme Sports TV.
it's like
or
Onion
whatever.
TV or some stuff.
Oh Lord,
Something like that.
TV. Next thing you know, you're watching a squirrel water ski.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, man.
That's what it is.
Good times.
That's what I would do.
Just a Guinness and a squirrel water ski. Most basic necessities.
But you were drinking the Guinness or the squirrel?
Both.
Dude, that's some Chat GPT imagery right there. We got to put that in there.
Oh, dude, I don't
All right,
wanna
tune
know.
into the show. We're gonna see what a Guinness looks like being drunk by a squirrel water skiing. We're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Are you? This is happening.
It's happening. I'm gonna do it right now, and we will
okay.
share the
Wait.
results. We'll share the results with you after the show.
Okay. While y'all doing that, the SEC is on track to get what 10 teams
Yes.
in the tournament.
Yes.
That would
Possibly
be a record,
11.
right?
Possibly 11.
That would break the record,
Yeah,
right?
but-
Because it was 9 by the Big East, wasn't it? That holds the record.
Big
For one
East and then
NCAA tournament?
ACC is also in the conversation as well.
Uh-huh.
And I had to get that motion on right now for Chat GPT.
A Guinness being drank. It's incredible.
Oh, let me see what you got. Hold on.
All right.
Let me see the same thing. I told it to make it fun and funny. So let's see if it has the same result.
Okay.
Oh, it says Guinness on the jet ski.
Oh, he's got a jet ski.
So he's
I said water skiing.
it's a sponsored squirrel.
Oh,
Yo,
I said jet ski.
yo. Oh man, what? See, that's what the thing is. You can't just get a free image anymore. You got to download some.
Yeah,
There we
dude,
go.
Always got to make money.
That's beautiful.
All right, hey, so we're gonna post that to our Instagram. If you have questions, tune in.
If you just see the post and you haven't seen this, you'll be very confused. But there's a
I'm gonna save it. I'm done.
there's a method behind the madness here.
Save the photos.
When it comes to the Vols,
Mhm.
I was watching the game the other day.
Mhm.
There's two constants about Rick Barnes' teams is that they're going to play very, very tough and physical, which is one. Two,
Yeah.
they're going to go in scoring droughts like nobody's business.
Save that.
Save this?
Well, send it to me. This is like literally going. Like we're gonna put this on Instagram tomorrow and say,
Okay.
tune into the show. How did we get to here?
All right. Perfect.
And
If
people
you
are gonna-
missed last night's show,
and people are gonna be like, "The hell?" I mean, maybe we'll see how they got there. And then they'll have gotten to this point in the show and say, "Damn, they got me."
They got me. We had 0-7. Oh, man. I got to save this.
Anyways, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine, brother.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Okay.
so you were saying about Rick Barnes
yeah.
teams.
So they go on these scoring droughts
Uh-huh.
to the point where it's just annoying to watch because
Mhm.
they can go 5-6 minutes without a basket. I will say, Tennessee misses Dalton quite a bit.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
I think Tennessee relied on Dalton a lot last year to the point where it was like, well, we know we're going to get 30 or 25 from Dalton. And like Chaz has tried to play that role. But when Chaz is not on,
Which is often.
it's not often, but
It's
it is.
often.
But it
He
is.
had a stretch, I guess. He had a stretch, and you can't afford to have that stretch anymore.
Yeah, I just think that, eventually, like, this team they're trying to find it. Zakai is great, but Zakai also needs to be more of a facilitator than a scorer. So it's like, where does your scoring come from? I don't know. This team is great. It has the potential to go far in the NCAA tournament. I just think we need to be okay with not winning national championships. And I know that sucks to say because you play to win the game, but I think you need to be okay with an Elite Eight and that being your ceiling.
And I think that's a great point to make because Dalton Connect did run that team a lot last year. Rick Barnes relied on him because he was such a diamond in the what
Absolutely.
a find, right? That's
Absolutely.
that's a 5-leaf clover in your backyard. I mean, you're just saying, hey, I'm going to run with this, and so they just let him play pretty much isolated basketball. And it worked. He's the player to do it, but it's hard to replace because there was no chemistry to bring into the situation this year. And then you have Chaz. He had a great start, had a big drought, picking it back up. Zacchaeus Ziegler, I mean, I hope he's not hurt. He came back in the second half against that Kentucky game.
Yeah.
I mean, Tennessee's big, man, but honestly, they're never going to win with Rick Barnes at the helm. They just won't.
But are you okay with that as an athletic director? Are you okay with we're going to make it to the Sweet 16 every year, but that's about it?
Tennessee's we're telling our donors we're winning. Like Tony Vitale, I mean, really like Josh Heupel, I mean, he's got the sauce. I think he's going to be able to figure it out. I think Tennessee can absolutely make a run in the playoff.
Personally, man, I think that the one person stopping that is, unfortunately, your head ball coach, and that's Kirby. Like, I think Kirby is going to come back for blood this year because you see his recruiting class. You saw what the worst part of your team was, your wide receiver room.
Yep.
That room has changed.
Significantly. Yeah.
To the point where Kirby fixed the problem.
Well, he's addressed it. Well, it'll be a little while before we establish if it's fixed, but he has definitely addressed it. He brought in Noah Thomas from Texas A&M. He brought in Zachariah Branch. He recruited C.J. Wiley and Talon Taylor. He's got Dylan Bell coming back for another year. Like, you've got Nitro Tuggle coming back for another year. Like, you have addressed the issue that was your team struggled with all season. So we'll see if they can put it together. That's still the missing piece of the puzzle there.
You know, when it comes to what's next, I mean, I'm looking at March Madness, which is about a month out.
Mm-hmm.
Championship, weekend and week. The SEC is going to be the hardest conference, to your point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a statement that was like, if you win the SEC tournament outright, that is literally the best preparation for the NCAA tournament because it is so tough.
Yeah.
There's so much parity.
So my rebuttal to that is, as a Big 12 fan, where we did, for a good stretch of time, have the best basketball conference. We really did.
Yeah.
And I noticed that when you get to the tournament, I know we had Baylor and Kansas win a couple times, or like back to back, but in other years as a whole, the Big 12 didn't perform well because they beat each other up the whole year.
Yeah.
They're exhausted, man. And then you're going up against like a team that's kind of like, oh, this is a Notre Dame team that had to play like Boston College. They didn't have any. Maybe they had to play our boy Ace Bailey. How about Rutgers? You can't mess with that fool. No, he will cross you up.
He dropped 38 against Northwestern.
Boy, I tell you now.
Lord.
Look out for Rutgers, man. Shout out to our boy Ace Bailey. Look out for that team in the March Madness. That's who I want to watch. I want to see somebody like that where it's like, hey, no one's talking about them. You really don't hear about them down south, but if you're living in Jersey, like, you know about Rutgers right now.
Yeah.
You know about them.
I was watching highlights of Ace in his game against Northwestern, and the tweet said, whoever taught him how to play basketball, not talking about his new coach, but from here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I don't know who that person is. You did such a good job coaching Ace because every single time he touches the ball, it's in 3 dribbles or less. And it just goes up.
He's decisive.
It's decisive. It is like NBA ready right now. Like, he could be on an NBA roster, I think, an average 10 to 15 a game.
I think he's a lottery pick.
Yeah, I mean, no, not even a lottery. Like, I think it's a 2-man show between him and Cooper for first overall. It just depends on what you need.
Yeah.
I think he could be like an anchor for a franchise for years to come. I just hope he goes to a really good situation. Like, I would hate for him to go to Washington. I would hate for him to go, to one of these bad NBA franchises and just kind of rot away.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Cade Cunningham a few years ago, which Cade is so good. Have y'all been watching NBA at all?
I've been watching the Mavs, man. I've been watching Klay Thompson cook and play very good, 3-point basketball at least. I mean, he's been really making some shots. All right, so I did want to pull this up though. So at the NBA draft, so if we're thinking about heading into March Madness, who are the players you want to watch? Like, who are the guys you want to see? Yeah. So you got Washington Wizards. They're the top pick, potentially Cooper Flag. So Cooper Flag's the number 1 pick that they feel And this is a Bleacher Report. So Dylan Harper out of Rutgers. So actually, Ace Bailey's co-star, co-mate. I don't know, his brother. So Ace Bailey at number 3. So you have Rutgers. You have a dynamic duo, a 2 and a 3 draft potential players going into March. That's the team that I think you need to watch. And don't forget that they're there either. So I love that. Just to round us out of the top 5, at least, you got VJ Edgecombe of my Baylor Bears. Boy, he needs to start winning the games, though. Number 4, really great player, though. And then, of course, last but not least, number 5, Jeremiah Fears out of Oklahoma. Oklahoma, man, what a random school. Always has some hitter.
Yeah.
Got a Blake Griffin. You got Trey Young, and they got this random top 5 mock draft of Jeremiah Fears.
Sneaky basketball school.
I fear that they would feel the same.
So I was curious about your question there, Malcolm. You're gonna ask if we've been watching the NBA. If I said no, if I haven't, and I need like an NBA check-in. If I need like a what do I need to know? What you got for me?
I'll give you 5 things that I've been watching. Number 1, the MVP resides in Oklahoma City with the guy that has the most aura I've ever seen in my life. SGA, which is technically Chattanooga's very own.
He showed up. He's from Canada,
like in a way, right? Like we're like a distant, like we can't claim him, but like
he flew from Canada to Chattanooga.
Yeah,
he stayed here for a while.
He was here.
You count him? Yeah, I count that.
All right, SGA is the MVP of the league right now. He lost last night. OKC did. However, he dropped 52 points. And he's getting to the line, and I know people don't respect his game sometimes because he is classified as a free throw merchant, but he is absolutely balling. Number 2, Victor Wembanyama is not a bust. He's a real deal.
Okay,
he's going to be Defensive Player of the Year. He is absolutely outstanding on both sides of the court. He's starting to really find it. Number 3, the Cavs are for real.
Oh yeah, okay.
The Cavs are absolutely.
Cavs are nice.
They're nice. Like nice is all get out. So to me, that's my 3rd thing. Number 4, there is a changing of the guard with like the new NBA talent overtaking the ballers from the 2010s. Like James Harden has been amazing for the Clippers, but like you can tell guys are getting older. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kevin Durant. Of course, like the guy Steph Curry.
Sad, right?
Like it's sad because it's just like, man, like we think the 2010s was like yesterday.
Yeah.
But we also don't realize, like, bro, this is 2025. Like these guys have been in the league. Paul George, like the household names that we have grown to know and love aren't averaging 30 anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
they're
weird.
averaging 15 to 20 to 25 sometimes.
It's weird to see the pictures of like LeBron taking pictures with like current NBA players at his camp.
Yeah.
Like I saw a picture of like him and Brunson, and I was like, man, that's crazy because like, and LeBron was in the league for a few years. Like he was like the man. Like so, I just thought that's crazy, man. I mean, it's end of an era. It really is.
And that leads me to my last point. LeBron to still be doing what he's doing is it's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, for him to just be still performing and hovering around a triple double. I think he had like 23, 8, and 7 last night.
So he's averaging 23.8, 7.6 rebounds, and
that's crazy.
Nine assists.
You own it.
nine assists and 0.9 steals a game.
Yeah, so I was close, but
yeah, that's pretty good.
That's crazy for him to be doing that is it really is telling and remarkable. And I would say my one joke of the day about the NBA. I wish I had the same PTO policy as Joel Embiid.
Oh my God!
Because out of 800 plus games that he's had in his NBA career, he has played in half of them. Joel Embiid has made approximately, I want to say, like $350 million playing basketball.
Dude, I could live off
He's
3.
Played,
I'll be done.
He's played in 50% of the possible games he's eligible for.
So really, he's made only $175 million playing basketball. He got paid $175 million other dollars to sit around
because his name is Joel Embiid.
Yeah,
that's
which I don't know why that's such a big ticket item. I mean, if you really do watch basketball, he cooks, but he's good, man. But like, I don't know how you can tolerate it. He's so bad for the culture of the game.
The best ability is availability.
No, I love
and he
that.
ain't available.
Brother, you've been some corporate workshops. How many Teams meeting group chats are you in?
Too many. Too many.
Because the best ability is availability, because you learned that at your company.
that is company propaganda, corporate, straight from the mouth of corporate America.
Yes, we are just like you. We have jobs, and we're here on our free time to make sure that we can keep this thing rolling. I just love you guys, man. I always love doing this on Thursdays with y'all, and
We love you.
talking sports and getting into it. It's just a fun time, man. It's just not everyone can do this, and it's cool. And we got Cam bringing us beers. Look, nothing
What
better.
more could you ask for?
I will say, breaking news, and I know obviously for speaking reasons you can't talk about it. Terry Rozier is being looked into by the FBI when it comes to unusual betting patterns for a game 2 years ago. So federal prosecutors who looked into Jonte Porter are supposedly, according to the Wall Street Journal, looking into Terry. NBA has already done a full investigation and found no wrongdoing, but yeah, this is becoming interesting in athletics. It's something to watch out for.
I mean, ESPN has literally got FanDuel and Sports Kings and all those banners everywhere. I mean, you can't every time I quote unquote maybe place a bet everyone, like in my mind, it always seems to just be like, I don't know. I just feel like they know something more than what is out there.
They do, for a fact.
And so it's such a scam, and that makes me like honestly sometimes question the integrity of sports at the professional level. And that's why I still think college owns that right a little bit.
Come to the dark side, brother.
No, but
College
seriously,
sports are incredible.
It's amazing because I still think that they're just young enough where like there's still one more level they got to get to, so they can't mess it up. But like when you're at that top level, you make all like you're done. You're on the mountain, so like you can kind of act a certain way. You still have to have some integrity within the college game, and I don't know. It's interesting. You're right, Malcolm, to see all the sports betting companies be heavily involved in the same media rights as the games that they're portraying. It is a little kind of hand in the honey pot, as they say.
We knew this would happen, and I think for professional sports that's cool, but like looking at like college and like this NIL stuff, like that's truly where there's going to be some variables happening, right? I'm just going to be like, how do you control this over time, bro? It's just crazy. So
outside of my wheelhouse, brother.
Yours and mine both, fellas. Obviously we got a big weekend ahead of us again. Looking at our chili extravaganza that's going to be taking place in good old Collegedale, aka Uruguay.
Let me tell you about it.
Please, because I want some more details.
Man, Steve Ray. Hey, Cam, hold on. Before we jump in, we do want to introduce y'all to the most wonderful waitress that we have. Come on.
Yeah, you're on.
Just come say hi. Yeah. Just come say hi.
Just say whatever you want to. Just introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself. Camera's right there. Say something.
I'm Cam, and I serve y'all every Thursday.
Yay!
And we thank you so much, and you've been the best.
We're good.
I'll take another beer.
Thank you, Cam.
So this weekend, we have the second annual chili cook-off at the Owl's Nest Barbecue, and Steve Ray. Let me tell you about Steve Ray and Pete Branton. He's also kind of co in this. They are neighbors of mine, but man, they are like the meat masters. They know how to cook. They know how to really barbecue. I'm telling you, they're the meat. They know how to barbecue like really well, like championship style. So when you go and hang out at Steve's like place of business, which is Owl's Nest Barbecue, it's only quality. Like it has to be. I've been at this man's establishment 5 times. 5 times, Steve. You know it too. To make sure that I knew how to tell y'all how to judge chili. I ate chili took my mother to Steve's spot to make sure we can taste test chili because Malcolm overslept. So
I sure did.
He sure did, Steve.
I sure did.
So, but this Saturday where the chili cook-off is going on, we are going to be judging it. hosted or co-hosted with our great friend Dane Wormlanger of News Channel 9. He's awesome. So he's going to come on. Boys, he's a Wyoming, Idaho kind of guy. So
Okay.
So I'm excited to see like what his taste buds look like, because he ain't from the South, that's some spicy chili down here. So I want to see how Dane can, if he can get lost in that sauce, as Gucci Mane would say. So thank you. I wanted to end with that. We'll see you there. Owl's Nest Barbecue, chili cook-off, 11 to 3. We'll be there.
Just like that.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be incredible.
It's going to be awesome.
So, peace and love. We love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Chat It Up. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.